We got the power bombs. Space pirate motherfucker power bomb. Sorry, I have this quota I have to fill. If I don't fill it, then the government takes away my leg benders or something. I don't know. That's actually a pretty good excuse for why I make so many references. Any case, over here is a save room, which I probably should have shown off in the last part. Whatever. Again, veterans of this game will be familiar with it, but one thing I gotta say, thank God I got lazy with editing these next few parts, because I was honestly starting to like dread the rest of my playthroughs with this game, and like, hope to God the next few parts are at least 13 minutes long. They are! And these are the only, and so far this is the only place in the game where you can get morph ball ammo, where those little spheres were that kind of look like your health pickups. Yeah. And do not waste them all like I did in this run. Yes, that was a jump cut, a very obvious one at that, I may point out. And that was two because I failed the jumps, even with the double jump. Yeah, but just don't fail with your morph ball bombs because you do need them to get a artifact that you can get on your way back. The problem is I wasted one and I only have three. Oops. Now, something I didn't mention before with these Omega Pirates, they don't take super missiles well. I mean, they really don't. All the other beams you can try, but the super missile will be the most effective. Well, the super missile is the most effective, period, because that should be the only one you're using. Like, 3 shots of the super missile and it's down. But yeah, these space pirates won't all come out at once, so don't worry, don't get tensed up. There aren't any Metroids, by the way, at this point in the game, so, you know, exhale that held breath. By the way, I kind of wish Toonami would play, Oh, wow, it really is acid air! I thought I was just making that up. What was I saying about Toonami? Oh yeah, I was saying that I really wish that besides the new episodes of Bleach that they actually put something newer on. But hey, you can't get everything you want. Well then again, I haven't watched Toonami. God, I can't talk today. Toonami in weeks, so Like the Persona 4 animation that came on how many years ago? Alright, invisible enemies. They're not actually that hard to deal with. You should be able to locate them from hearing alone, and plus they are all electrified, so that adds to the easy to spot-ness. I don't know. I'm going the wrong way, by the way. I'm not even am I supposed to be here? Yeah, I am. Okay. And I have to use this power missile, the super missile thing, but it's not very important. Ouch! Sorry, I couldn't see you there. Why is the door blocking my beam, just? Why you do this, door? There we go. Dick, door, dick. What am I looking for again? I don't know. I should be heading back now. But keep in mind, you still need at least one power bomb in order to get that Chozo artifact. By the way, that's one thing I never got. Why do we need the Chozo artifact? Can't talk. Chozo artifacts, or I mean, in Prime 3, you got the excuse that the Valhalla was, you know, kind of broken down, and you needed the energy cells to repair it. but we never get an explanation as to why we need the artifacts. The same thing in Prime 2, because we never get an explanation on why we need those hard-to-find Thingamahoozits. And when I say hard to find, I mean it's really freaking hard to find. Let me just break this down for you, for everyone who hasn't played Prime 2. Basically, you have to locate this, well, okay, you don't have to. You can locate these hints in the light half of the world, because Metroid Prime 2 is played up as light and dark. And basically, once you find a hit in the light realm, then you have to traverse who knows how many areas back in order to hit the dark half of the world. And then once you hit the dark half of the world, then you have to remember where in that part of the light world you were originally at, in order to get the Sky Temple keys. That's what they were called. And yeah, that does sound as convoluted. I am not embellishing this in the slightest. And I honestly raise an eyebrow every time someone says, you know, I think that Metroid Prime 2 is a really, really, really good game. Excuse me. Especially since your health falls like a freaking rock every time you head to the dark world. And then the interdimensional flux puzzles. And then the beam variety. You don't even have the plasma ice or wave beam. You have the light and dark beam, which sounds cool in concept, but in reality it's not. Really is not. And I'm instantly regretting opening this way up just for the grapple beam. Yeah, here it is. Now, I liked how it looked in Metroid Prime 3, because instead of it being this it looks like it should be a machine gun, but it's not. In Metroid Prime 3, it was just, attached to Samus's fingers. And honestly, I'd rather that than making me think I'm gonna get a machine gun out of it. So, But yeah, now I have to backtrack, and I'm heading the wrong way. Well, I'm gonna cut out anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. God, I really hate these beam-specific doors. I mean, I can't just morph all it anymore. Nope. Alright, so here's me with some more power bombs and bazinga. Don't ask me why I chose to say that. But here comes a corrupted Omega Pirate. Scan him while you get the chance. You'll never get the chance again. Alright, so the corrupted Mega Pirate is, well, a corrupted pirate infused with Phazon. You know, the thing that we were supposed to stop that I didn't mention until now. Yeah. It's also your healing bath in Metroid Prime 3. What? Okay, so after you kill the Omega Corrupted Pirate guy thing, there it is. Why on earth would you be curious enough to do that? I mean, seriously. On your first playthrough, would you say, I'm gonna provoke this giant corrupted enemy into attacking me? That sounds like a good idea. Whatever. This is Metroid, though. We have Phantoon, which is quite literally a space alien. So, I'm kind of not surprised. Okay, so now that we got that Chozo artifact out of the way, we're actually going to get our final beam power-up in the game. That's right, kiddies, the plasma beam. By the way, I also like how with the ice beam, everything gets white and you can't see the ice beam shots because it's not heat based. But what was I gonna say again? Oh, these are the yeah, I should have known. But what I liked about the GameCube version and what I didn't like about the Wii version was that if you were to charge an ice beam or a plasma beam, like Samus's arm would get enveloped with lava, or ice, and I really like that. I don't know why the Wii version omits that. Ah, sorry, that got me again. I really should probably get used to that by now, but it still gets me. Alright, that thing's still here. Just shoot her with missiles! There we go. By the way, how exactly does the ice beam work? Like, how is Samus even generating that? I guess I can savor the wave beam like it's the electricity in the suit, but I just can't get the ice beam. And then again, I should also be questioning the plasma beam, but hey, what you gonna do? Yeah. By the way, yes, if you're wondering, I did miss a missile power-up back there. Don't worry, I'll get it later. You know, when there's more purpose in getting it. Well, I can get it now, but whatever. You know, one thing for sure is good. That the scientists didn't decide to, you know, just put the invisible guys with the, whatchamacallit, invincibility to the weapons. I mean, you know, that could have been bad or something, but hey, it's not. Yeah, again, well, the missiles should be, kind of, spread out and hidden, so I can't really harp on that. Okay, but now that we have the wave beam, we can finally traverse to that other area in the game. You know, where that crane was, not wave beam, grapple beam. By the way, the grapple beam just disappeared from Samus's model entirely. I don't know if you noticed that, but, like, it looked like a mini machine gun turret on Samus's arm, and now she doesn't have it. What's the point in even introducing it if you're not even going, excuse me, to put it on the model? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, whoa, my voice cracked. I got my parts confused. We are getting a few upgrades, actually. But one thing's for sure, I kind of don't like how Samus's arm cannon is way too bulky. I mean, yeah, it's an arm cannon, and I don't know what exactly I'm expecting, but it just looks way too big, in my opinion. Alright, we're almost to the toppity top of this tree. Up there we will get our upgrade. That is not the plasma beam, I'm sorry. But we will get the plasma beam soon enough. I mean, at this point I can get it, I just am not close enough to it. No, instead we're getting the X-ray visor. I think it's at the top of this tree. I don't know. My memory is kind of fuzzy on this area in particular, mainly because this is one of the few times we ever come here. Ow! That hurt. By the way, this is kind of it's somewhat deceptive on how, you know, you go up these vines. Just don't try and turn too much on this rail vine thing. Just go with the flow. Do I have to? Yeah, I do. Okay. Well, it's a really good thing I went back for those morph ball bombs. By the way, the morph ball bombs might as well be the... Oh, God! Okay, this section is one of the worst sections in the game. You didn't see it because I edited it out, but it took me well over an hour just to get that missile expansion. And I seriously considered leaving it there. Now, this ramp is really hard to get to because, it's such in a circular pattern like that. So, what was I to do? And trust me, you have to get the timing perfectly. I don't think there's anyone in the world who can tell you that, yeah, just do X, Y, and Z and you'll get it in no time. No, because I tried just about everything in the book, and an hour or so later, I got it. So, Christ. Alright, now here's the tricky part.